And so I is here to give us a prayer. She blessed our first birth justice fair, a couple of really beautiful, powerful poems, and they've been spinning around the world on YouTube. People have been telling me how much they loved it. So I'm so grateful in her busy life, being a wonderful conscious mama and artist and teacher, that she's here right now. So I'm gonna give her the microphone. She's gonna give us a poem and some other wonderful stuff. Sound good?
Sorry.
Hey y'all, I just need to say this is a really beautiful gathering, and I'm appreciating the mostly women and moms, but also guys and dads holding it down for birth justice. So this is a piece, it's sort of a blog poem that I wrote recently, and it's called Dear Media, Don't Feel Bad That I Love My Body. Dear Media, please don't feel like a failure. It's not you, it's me. Despite all of your hard work over the years, I still can't seem to kick the habit of loving my body. I know I'm supposed to feel bad about myself because I'm kind of fat and out of shape with the soft, floppy tummy of a middle-aged woman who had a baby. I know. During my pregnancy, I wasn't supposed to put the baby's well-being before the maintenance of my pre-pregnancy figure. At least I should have had the decency to have a tummy tuck afterwards, which I neglected to do, plus my home birth midwife did not offer that service. I want to apologize to all of the professionals in the beautification industry for failing you. I know that you might feel like you failed, but I want to tell you, it's not you, it's me. You did everything you possibly could to make me feel bad about my body. You showed me images of young women, white women, thin women, women who had never had children, or who had had children and invested hundreds of thousands of dollars to make it look like they never had children, and you told me that I should look like them. You told me that all day, every day, thousands of times a day, for decades and decades on end, and I want you to know you weren't a complete failure. As a younger woman, I felt very bad about my body at times. In fact, in spite of the fact that I was, in large part, conforming to your beauty standards. Ironically, when I was the most conventionally attractive, I felt the worst about myself. And I don't want all the oppression professionals out there to feel like you failed either. I found this society to be extremely oppressive. I felt oppressed every single day, and you can take pride in the legions of women who are anorexic, bulimic, doing cosmetic surgery, crash dieting. Let's face it, you have some big successes going out there. But here's my dirty little secret. In spite of all your hard work, I've had the revelation that the quality of my life wouldn't actually be any better if I had the most conventionally attractive appearance. There's nothing that I could change in my appearance today that would make me any happier. Not that I'm perfectly happy. But I'm clear that what's lacking in my life has absolutely nothing to do with my appearance. And in that, I must admit, you have failed completely in your quest to tie my happiness in with my appearance. And there are things about my body that I want to change, but unfortunately, those desires have nothing to do with your work anymore. Healthy eating and exercise to live long and have a powerful body actually have nothing to do with appearance. They may coincidentally have an effect on my appearance, such as weight loss or gaining muscle tone. We won't know for a while because I'll be pursuing them in a leisurely, sustainable manner. But if my body does eventually get leaner or more toned and you want to take credit for that, feel free to accept that as a consolation prize. Because I'm clear that the quality of my life, the joy of my days, the pleasure of my living would not actually be improved at all by any external change. I wouldn't be a more successful artist, a better teacher, a more effective parent. I wouldn't have a better marriage, a cleaner house, or more money in the bank. In fact, all of these things are minimally affected by my body image in spite of your extensive efforts to link them. So we'll just have to agree to disagree. But I do feel moved to acknowledge the many tireless decades of work that you've put in. I'm giving you an A for effort, and I'm definitely grading on a curve. Thank you.
All right. Woo! Woo!
So I just want to say that I'm such a fan of the Bay Area home birth and birth justice community, and as Samsarah mentioned, she and I go way back about 20 years, and I just have to say, I saw my stepmom have a home birth in the 70s, and it really formed my sense of what was possible for women. And so when I got pregnant about 4.5 years ago, I also had the benefit of the many years of knowing Samsarah and having her tell me both the beautiful stories of home birth and horror stories of hospital birth. So I was clear from the beginning that I would be having my kid at home. And so Samsarah assisted on that birth, and it was just an amazing experience. I planned it out ahead of time, even got my insurance to pay for half of it. Woo, woo.
All right.
And I'm also really delighted because my doula is here with her 2 kids. Jenna Porter was a fantastic doula and is also, you know, a strong voice in the home birth community movement. And I think she had a couple of things that she wanted to share today. So of course I've caught her with her mouth full of food and a baby on her hip. So please give it up for a wonderful birth professional, an artist, and my doula, Ms. Jenna Porter.
Thank you guys. Can you hear me?
I have to hold it close. Okay.
I just wanted to say one thing about why empowered birth is important and why I chose, after my empowered birth with Samsarah also, and the Sacred Birth Angels, why I chose to get involved in birth and why it is so important. I see it as my social activism. If young families get started feeling empowered and that the choices that they make and their intuition is intact and supported, how is that going to ripple out through the rest of their lives, through their communities, through the choices that they make for themselves, for their children? And I really see that as my activism, as a way of making a change in society. If we really love women through labor and birth and before, in prenatally and postpartum, and partners and babies, and do it in a loving way, in a non-medicalized way, that is where social change can start and sprout all kinds of other empowered activities. It allows us to be fuller people. Like, I feel myself stepping into this deeper sense of myself, and I think I got a lot of that from being able to give birth at home. Thank you.